welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. Okay, so a lot of times I have women come in and I interview them and they're much better looking than me. Today I have a guy and he's in much better shape than I am in. Okay, but he's also a lot younger, so we'll give him that. With me is Zion,
Thank
and
you
you
for
are
having me.
with Affordable Gym Equipment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so did you get into this? Why did you even get into this?
Back in 2019, I was into working out, and I had a garage that was empty. So I started building my garage gym in 2019, and I started noticing that there was a business there because I would buy stuff, and then I don't need this, so
Well,
I
hold
sell
on a
it.
second.
Mm-hmm.
2019, 2020, we came into tough times,
Yep.
okay? And that's when you decided to build your business?
Yep. Yep. It came by really coincidence, I would say.
Okay,
Just because I was in the market to buy gym equipment.
okay,
And then, like I said, I started buying stuff I didn't need. So I would resell it. And I noticed people kept buying it. So I was working full time for a retailer at the time also. And so I started buying weights and I started flipping them. And then one day the retailer gave me a 5-cent raise. And I was a hard worker.
yeah.
So I decided to move on from the company and try this full time.
Well, you had a job,
Mm-hmm.
and the acronym for job is just above broke,
Right.
okay? You're making money for somebody else, but being an entrepreneur takes a certain quality,
Yep.
okay? I was in real estate, made a lot of money in real estate. I got into this like you, by accident.
Right.
I was talking about real estate on the air with somebody else one time,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden I wanted to do this.
Right.
And here I was, and then I said, we bought an hour right away, and then we bought another hour, and then we bought another hour. And I had the same 88 unemployed alcoholics that listen on AM Tuesday mornings, but the internet was coming about.
Right.
So I hopped on that. No one else was doing it. There was no Zoom or Skype. We were the
Right.
pioneers in that. So I kind of get it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some, for lack, inside pleasure about starting a business.
Yes.
I sold my car, just so you know, and was riding an electric skateboard scooter.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I get it.
Yeah.
So you decide that there's a market there for what you're doing, and you were already in sales.
Right.
That's just quality on its own.
Thank you.
Okay, so you jump off the job bandwagon,
Yep.
and you become an entrepreneur.
Became an entrepreneur and had zero people to tell me how to do it or what the case is. I learned on the job. I started the company with $50. And now, it just little by little started building and building. I started building my following and, providing excellent customer service. To me, that's
Key.
number one.
Key.
No matter if they're buying $5 or $5,000, treat them the same.
Absolutely.
You know.
So the scenario is, without getting too personal, how long are you married?
I've been married for
How long have you been with her?
12. I've been together 13 years. I think we've been married 12 years.
Okay, so what's interesting is, did you get support from her?
Originally, she thought I was crazy.
She's probably right. Just saying, she was probably right.
Yes, it's a risk.
Hmm.
It was a risk that I was willing to take, but you can't do something 50%. You got to do it 100%.
Right.
So
I agree.
I went 100%, and here we are. Still growing. There's still a lot of growth to do. But yeah, now she supports me 100%, of course.
Well, when I started, I got, don't be stupid, get a real job.
Yeah,
This is a pipe dream.
yeah,
And the more they said it, the more I was willing to give up to make sure that they were all wrong.
I agree with you.
So, okay, so
Motivation.
you get into this. Do you still work out?
My workout consists of lifting 100 pounds deliveries to customers' houses. In all honesty, I
who
do
is
a
your
lot of
customer?
delivery. My customers are basically residential and commercial. Right now, there's a growth of people working from home.
Right.
So they don't want to just work from home on a desk and stay still. They want to have a home gym. So I provide them a home gym. I give their vision a reality. I offer the delivery if they need it, they can pick up if they want, either or. So commercial wise, I also have commercial accounts.
Okay, so you've been you've been doing this for quite some time.
Mhm.
I call you up and say, look, I need to get healthy.
Yep.
I need to be mobile and do more things.
Right.
I come to you. Do you direct me in what products I should get?
I can.
Okay.
It's all different scenarios. Everybody has a different preference. But not too long ago, I had a customer, longtime customer, wanted to open a commercial gym for his family. So I did the layout plan with him. I showed him what we can do, and that's a good example of someone coming to me and saying, "Oh, this is what I want you to do," and then I show him the vision, and it becomes reality.
Okay, so did he do it in his home or?
It was an office, funny enough.
Okay, so how much space does one need to get equipment and have it set up?
That's a good thing about these days. These days, the equipment becomes smart, space saving.
Right.
So now they have equipment that will fold on a wall, save space. Benches that fold on a wall.
Oh.
You can hang your weight plates on the wall, and you literally just unhook it. It comes back, folds in. You got a whole gym right there.
I have a treadmill,
Yep.
and forever it was great because it held tons of clothes you can keep on the treadmill. Just saying. And then I had the strokes, and it was time for me to get walking
Right.
because I only have 60% lung function. I had a triple bypass. Then I had the stroke, and I needed to be more mobile.
Right.
But it's very hard to walk outside
Mhm.
where we live. It's
Yes.
like hot as anything.
Yes.
So I took all the clothes off the treadmill and started to use it. Treadmill,
Mhm.
important within someone's gym.
It depends on the person. There's so many variations of cardio these days. I mean, the treadmill is the most popular one. Right now, they have a new treadmill. Well, it's not new, but it's more popular now.
Okay.
It's motorless. You go at your own speed. There's no motor there. There's no very minimal maintenance to have to with it. Assault Fitness is one that has it. But you go at your own speed. You walk if you want to walk. If you want to run, you can run. If you want to sprint, you can sprint. If you want to jog, you can jog.
Is it just like like for lack of a better word, kind of like a rotating mat?
Yeah,
with
it's
wheels?
all rollers. It's
Oh,
on
well,
rollers, and
right.
then you obviously have your platform. Treadmill is awesome still. Don't get me wrong. People use treadmills all the time. But I personally prefer that one because you're at your own speed and you don't have no maintenance with these. There's no motor there, so they're a little more expensive, but still
It's
way to
so,
go.
I mean, technology is so weird.
Yes,
Okay, because that's more expensive, and yet the other one has a motor.
the other one has a motor. Yes,
And I know that there's all kinds of equipment that you can buy, and what I've seen over the years in growth, and correct me if I'm wrong, is one item does 15 things.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's an all-in-one kind of power rack you can have. Another service that I do is offer assembly for some of those racks that you speak of. You don't have to buy the rack from me. If you buy it from another organization and you need me to go in there and assemble it, I
Right.
can do that. So I recently did one, and that one was everything.
Really?
It's got high pulley systems everywhere. Safety
Okay, so the
hooks.
question is, can the viewers get that from you? Do you carry that?
I can get I can get that from another company, yes. So what I work with is different vendors,
Uh-huh.
and I can ship nationwide with certain vendors with brand new equipment. Used equipment I get a lot too. If you have like a request, say you do want one of those, you give me a little time and I'll find one and I'll bring it to you and I'll assemble it if you want, deliver it, or you can pick it up at your convenience.
Well, I hate to say it, but the most important thing that you do in my mind is deliver.
Yeah, I
Okay.
agree. I agree. It's not
Because-
easy to deliver this equipment.
You could find equipment at a thrift store,
Yes.
but how do you get it home?
Yes, I agree.
Okay?
I
And how do
definitely
you put it
agree.
together?
Yep.
So the service that you offer, and you said it before, customer service.
Yep.
It's like the most important thing.
It is.
Okay, so now you're telling me that you don't have to have a big space to make a gym,
No, you don't.
okay?
Mhm.
what's the difference? Like, you built a gym in your garage.
Hmm.
What's the difference of doing that and, say, going to one of these 24-hour gyms?
Well, you have more options at the gyms, to be truthful. And to your point though, most of my customers, they have a home gym and they have a gym equipment, a gym membership also.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that, so they do both. You know, the reason why they have the home gym, say they have kids, they don't have time to go to the gym. You know, there's a lot of perks to having a home gym.
Yeah, it's the same
Um,
thing with a home office.
But if you go to your question, back to your question, if you go to a commercial gym, they have all the equipment there. They have what you call plate stack equipment, where it prioritizes the same one muscle group. So if you want to work back, there's a machine straight for back. You want to work arms, there's a machine. So it's a little easier, quote unquote, to work out in the gym.
Well, we've come through a tough illness time,
Right.
and are people now wanting to do something at home because it's cleaner and
Yep.
more sanitary?
Yes. Absolutely.
Because they only have to deal with their family's germs.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
which is tough enough sometimes when you have kids.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
what is the most popular selling piece of equipment, basically?
I would say right now is a rower. I get this specific brand rowers. Rowers, you work 85% of your body.
Almost like a rowboat type thing.
A rower is basically it's a
Right.
form of that.
So you're
Yeah,
moving
you
arms
row
and
and
your
you're
legs.
pulling. And
Right.
it works 85% of your body. It's an excellent form of cardio.
And doesn't take up a lot of room?
Doesn't take a lot of room. It actually stands up, so it'll fit your ceilings in your garage if you like, whatnot.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I call you up and say, hey, you know what? My doctor's yelling at me. I had 2 strokes. He wants me to do some exercise.
Right.
I only have 60% lung function, so breathing is a little more difficult, and I had a heart attack.
Oof.
What would the recommendation be?
In that scenario, I mean, you gotta take it easy. You can't do nothing
But you have to do some
extremely
exercise.
hard. Yeah, I would suggest walking at your
So
pace.
treadmill.
You gotta take baby steps.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say a treadmill.
And everybody says,
definitely.
some of the people I talk to, and it depends, I guess it's kind of what you're trying to work,
Yeah.
but I guess for just being mobile, everybody says, taking the treadmill out of the equation, everybody says walking.
Yeah.
Not much better than walking.
Yeah, it's great. After you eat, you should go for a walk. You know, burn some calories off, get your heart rate up.
You can't walk in Florida here. We live.
That is
You won't be
true.
able to breathe or anything. And that's why the treadmill.
The treadmill comes into play. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know that people go to gyms or exercise for different reasons.
Yes.
So lifting weights for someone like me is not really the answer.
No.
I'm not looking to build muscle, tone, or whatever.
Right.
I'm looking to, I guess, like you said, bring my heart rate up a little bit,
Yeah.
burn some calories,
Right.
and stay mobile, because it's very important to stay mobile.
Definitely.
So somebody who wants to do stuff from home,
Hmm.
so I call you and I say, hey, then forget that I have had a heart attack and stuff.
Right.
I call and say, hey, I want to do some gym stuff at my house,
Yeah.
because that's how I'll say it, because I don't know any smarter terms. And will you come over and see the space I have and then
Yep.
figure it out with me?
Yeah, so in that scenario, I would probably recommend something with assisted lifting. It's like an all-in-one machine that will
Assisted
have a
lifting?
full, yes. So
Have
they
me hire someone to do my exercise for me.
well, the plates will assist you. You go by, 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds. So you obviously want to go lower weights,
Right.
maybe higher repetition. So something like that, I would recommend. That way, you're not using your whole body. It just prioritizes whatever you're working on, your back, your shoulders, your arms, what the case may be.
And I guess it's not like, I could be wrong, but to me it's not like it used to be, because lifting weights now can be bands,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
So you don't have to have all these
Resistance.
heavy weights,
No.
and put them on the bar like we used to do, and then tighten them so they don't fall off and stuff.
Right.
What is the most, in your eyes, what's the most, for lack of a better word, technical piece of equipment? Like, I know they have bikes and treadmills and Stairmasters and stuff like that.
Stairmaster is awesome. Yes.
Is it?
Yeah, Stairmaster for cardio. I mean, that's an awesome piece of equipment. It's very popular, actually. You get your heart rate up really good with their Stairmaster.
Is it a glorified treadmill?
Yeah, well, it's
It's
more,
kinda-
it's worse to be honest,
Is
because
it?
you're at an uphill battle.
Right.
The stairs keep coming down, you know.
Right.
So that is a vigorous cardio equipment. I have something also called a Jacob's ladder. So
Okay.
a Jacob's ladder is so it's basically a ladder, and you're climbing like this. If you stay on the bottom, it stays at a slow pace. The higher the ladder you go, the faster the ladder comes down backwards on you.
Okay, wait. So basically, you're really not. This is where I'm at. I'm really always staying here.
Yeah.
It's just how high the machine believes I'm going.
It's
I'm really not climbing up a ladder, right?
It's not physically a ladder, but
Right.
it's that's the motion you're doing though.
Oh.
It's, just think of a ladder that keeps rolling. As you go up higher, it comes down faster. That machine's fun. It's vigorous. It's a good machine for cardio. That's why I go back to there's so many different forms of
Right.
cardio machines now.
And like I always say, if you're to do something, use a professional for a couple of reasons. One is, if you don't use a professional, it's going to cost you 5 times more money.
Right.
2 is, if you don't use a professional, it's going to cost you 10 times more in frustration and aggravation setting up the stuff. So I call you and I buy that ladder thing from you. Do you come and you deliver it?
I deliver it, yes.
And you show me how to use it?
Yes, I absolutely will. Yeah.
Okay. So those things are so important because you really can damage your body if you're not using the equipment properly.
Injury is very likely if you don't know how to use the proper equipment. Use
All right.
equipment properly, I mean.
Well, at the top of our time, how do people find you? You have a phone number?
Yes, you can reach me at 772-985-8533.
And a website?
Website is affordablegymequipment.com.
Everybody, use a professional. Zion,
Thank you so
pleasure
much.
for having you.
Appreciate it.
Everybody, we'll be right back.